There you go, you alright? Is he recording cars as they're coming out of there?
Yeah, it is.
Let's take his phone off him and let's seize it. Evidence.
Evidence of what?
Hey, it's a
Evidence of
security
what?
breach, buddy, okay? I'm not having you phone in my car.
Whoa.
Welcome to Breakdown, the channel where we expose misconduct, analyze police behavior, and stand up for public accountability and individual rights. In this episode, sent in by Coley Burks, make sure to check out his channel through the link below and give him full credit for his work. Today, Auditor Coley visits a police station in Southampton for what should have been a routine, lawful audit, but within moments, the con turns to chaos. A sergeant and two officers close in, acting on impulse rather than law, transforming a peaceful encounter into one of the most shocking detentions we've seen. And just when it seems things couldn't escalate further, another officer destroys Coley's camera without provocation. What follows is a legal battle as Coley takes the force to court, revealing the deep cracks within the policing system itself.
Yeah, I'm making a video.
Of what?
The police building.
Okay, why are you filming people's cars when they're coming out of there then? Because they're personal cars, aren't they?
Yeah, because they're in public.
Well, they're not in public at the moment.
Who are you?
I'm a police officer.
All right.
You want to see my ID?
Yeah, I would really expect you to show it to me.
Here you go. Detective Sergeant Jamie Wiseman.
DS, yeah.
Okay.
And any detective work to be getting on with, or
Well, no, I'm due to be
more
going
worried
home now,
about?
getting
All right,
my
then go
shift.
home then.
No, I'm more worried about you filming people's private cars. Police officers get a bit jumpy about that.
Why?
Why?
something
Because
to
people
hide or
don't like
something?
us.
Okay,
Some
well I'm
people
not.
have a vengeance against police officers,
Well,
and
I
you're
don't.
filming our personal cars when we come out.
But I don't.
That makes me very jumpy.
Just to let you know as well, we're on body video as well, okay?
All right. What are you jumpy about?
Well, my personal details going out on social media or something like that.
So you're just assuming that it's gonna go on social media? Do you know any of this? Like you're just assuming.
No, I'm
like...
asking you.
Okay. What do you want me to say? Like,
Well, I want you to tell me what you're going to do with that information.
it's my own recreation, whatever I please to do with it.
So what makes you want to do it then?
I'm not interested in anyone's private plates. Who can pull information from your reg?
So why are you filming the cars when they come out of there then?
Because this is what I'm choosing to do with my time today.
Yeah, but why are you doing that? Did you
'Cause
say
I
you're not
wanna film.
interested in people's private
No,
plates?
I'm not.
You're recording them when they come out of there.
What can I do with someone's private plate? Only yourselves in the
I've got
DVLA
no
could
idea.
pull that
I've
info.
got no idea.
Okay, well rest
But
assured, I'm not
it makes
interested.
me feel very uncomfortable.
All right, well, Sergeant, rest assured, I'm not interested in harming anyone or using your plate for any sort of
And also,
ulterior motives.
Being a police station, okay, this is a target of anyone for anything. And that makes me quite nervous that you're actually filming a police station.
Well, I can do it. I'm in public. I can film any police station I like. Do you think this is a valuable target for
Yeah, I do.
who?
I've got no idea.
Like who?
It's a police station.
So what, has this police station been attacked before? Like where's the basis for this argument coming from? Like,
It's not an argument.
okay, what's a fact, is it?
I'm saying it's a fact either.
All right, well,
Observation.
I'm just, like, rest assured, I'm not here for no trouble.
Same fella. Have you been anywhere else today? No?
This sergeant steps out already on edge, and that's where it all begins to fall apart. Instead of observing what's actually unfolding, he jumps straight to conclusions, letting suspicion and emotion dictate his next move. He accuses Coley of filming vehicle plates, treating them like classified information, when in truth, every registration number on a public road is visible by law. Then comes the telling moment. I don't know, but it makes me uncomfortable. In that single line, his entire approach is exposed. It's policing driven by feelings, not facts. By fear, not reason. Coley didn't cause the tension. The sergeant did. By mistaking personal unease for professional responsibility.
You've been filming other police stations at all?
Is it your business?
Yeah, it is. I'm asking you now, yeah. Because if you're going around filming all the police stations, that
Yeah.
makes me feel very uneasy.
Right.
And
So
I think
what are you trying to
I need
do?
to investigate that.
Okay, what do you want to investigate?
Why you are filming Hampshire police stations? Is my conversation not clear? Are you not clear on what I'm saying?
I can film any police station, whether it's Hampshire, Surrey, any county.
Your personal details.
No, I won't. No.
First name, surname, date of birth, anything like that. Address.
Why? Have I committed an offence?
I'm not saying you have. I'm just asking the question if you're willing to provide police with that
You
information.
seem very on edge. Is there anything I can do to put you at ease?
I told you why I'm on edge.
This is a camera, mate. I've given you assurances that I'm not here for any trouble.
Have I explained that? Have you not registered that?
I don't even think you are on edge. There's 3 of you. I've got a camera. Like, you guys are armed. Like, why would you be on edge? Should I not be the one that's on
Because
edge?
it's when we're coming out in personal vehicles.
Yeah, but what can I possibly do with your personal vehicle?
tell me.
Then you should maybe consider taking the bus to work or something. I don't really understand.
So why should myself and my colleagues, or our way of getting to work?
Because you're so concerned about security arrangements and whatnot. So if it's such a security risk,
I'll tell you why. Because police officers get attacked on and off duty.
Right.
That's what makes me nervous.
Okay.
And they do that because people share our private information and track us down to where we live with our families. That makes me nervous.
so has there been any cases of someone filming private plates and then going on to attack
I've got no
police
idea.
officers? Well, if you don't have any idea, then you can't be making those assumptions. Like.
Well, I can.
Well, no, you just said I have no
work-
idea. Like,
I
you're a
work in this
detective,
I
mate.
work in this industry.
This is where the excuses start getting laughable. When Curly tells the officer, if you're that worried, take the bus, the officer actually says, why should me and my colleagues go out of our way to get to work? That's ridiculous. He's the one claiming there's a security risk, not Coley. You can't park your personal car in public, wear a uniform of authority, and then complain about being seen. For 07, that's not a security threat. That's pure hypocrisy. Then the sergeant jumps in with another excuse, saying officers get attacked because people share their private information. That's not what's happening here, and they know it. Coley isn't sharing home addresses or personal details. He's simply filming from a lawful public space.
So has there been any cases of someone filming private plates and then going on to attack
I've got no
police
idea.
officers? Well, if you don't have any idea, then you can't be making those assumptions. Like.
Well, I can.
Well, no, you just said I have no
work-
idea. Like,
work
you're a
in this
detective, mate.
I work in this industry, in the security industry, and I know police officers have been followed home. I know police officers' vehicles have been targeted.
Okay, well, I'm telling
I
you
know
that I'm not interested in harming any police
Yeah, but I
officer.
don't know that, do I?
All right, well then, what are we gonna? All right, how are we gonna proceed then?
Well, I'd like you to go if possible.
So is that gonna like? What does that achieve? Like, I'm not gonna go.
Well, it makes me feel better. I don't understand why you want to put me on this edge.
I'm not putting you. You're putting yourself. I don't even think you are on edge. I feel like you just want to come out and bark a few directives and stuff. Like,
Right, any directives.
I feel like you want to flex a bit of perceived jurisdiction that you've got.
Really,
Like,
I'm too old for that, really, if I'm honest.
all right, well then let's leave it at that. It's Friday afternoon. I've engaged. I've told you I'm not here for trouble. Like, I feel like
You haven't given a good reason for doing it.
I don't need a reason though. What I'm doing is lawful.
I'm not saying it's not lawful.
Okay, so why would I need a reason?
It's just like my colleague is explaining it.
Do I have to account for my actions in a public place doing something legal? You can find it strange. It's not illegal if it's strange. Like, I don't have to say anything.
It's definitely suspicious behaviour around police stations in the current state of affairs around the world, isn't it?
What state of affairs?
When people are getting, Royal Police officers are getting injured, like my colleague said, on and off duty, it just makes it's a bit concerning.
What, on the basis
officers
of being
working.
filmed? Like,
But it's like, we keep going around in circles now, don't we? But is there anything you need to report to us today?
No.
Is that the reason why you're here?
no,
No? Why are you here then?
to film
Why to film?
because
What
this
you
is what I
achieved
want to do.
filming? Do you not see from our point of view that it could be considered a bit of a security risk?
No,
Why? Okay.
because I'm not trying to. I'm not doing it covertly. I'm doing it very overt, right in front of your face. I'm giving you ample opportunity to grab me, like
It may make
prospective.
it may make other members of the public that see you doing this, and obviously police officers and police staff coming out of there, be on edge. Why does he film me? Okay.
Because we're in public. You guys have got cameras everywhere. Like, you're filming.
And there's
Like,
CCTV all the way around.
of
the
course
city,
there
isn't
is, exactly. So what? I don't know why we've got such
And
a
then obviously today we've
front
got another one.
about
Do you not think
filming.
that the police station could be a security risk?
Is it not a secure building? Like,
That wasn't my question. Do you concede that people may want to target a police station?
No.
You don't concede
Because
that?
it's not, I don't think it's a valuable target. I don't know what sort of people you're referring to.
Well, anyone. Terrorists for one. Anyone. Terrorists for one.
Okay, well,
The sergeant isn't even trying to disguise it anymore. His actions are driven entirely by emotion. When Coley calmly asks, "How do you want to move forward then?" the sergeant responds, "I'd prefer if you just left." And when Coley presses him with a simple, logical question, what would that achieve? The reply is staggering. "It would make me feel better." That's not policing by law. That's policing by emotion. Every line that follows centers around his own discomfort. It unsettles me. It makes me uneasy. It would make me feel better. Since when did public duty become about an officer's personal comfort? The balance has flipped. The public are expected to soothe the police, when it's supposed to be the police who serve the public.
I just don't think that this is a valuable target for a terrorist. I don't think police personnel are targets for terrorists. Excuse me?
Are you even filming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just
I'm not a terrorist, like.
Just holding your phone, or is it run out of battery or anything? Or
No, I'm holding it.
Still working some of it?
Why do you want to have a
Just
look?
asking,
No,
question
you're
mark.
good.
Just
But
curious.
what's wrong with just chill, man? Why you got such an attitude, like?
Okay. Attitude.
It's filming, bro. Rest assured, it's filming. Like, I don't think this is a valuable target for a terrorist. Has the police station ever been attacked
Yeah. Up in
by a
London,
terrorist?
they
Has they?
have. Yeah. London
Which
police
one?
stations have been attacked quite regularly.
I don't think they have.
Okay.
Name a few.
Well, name one then.
So, yeah.
So you can't name them, but you're saying that it's happening. Well, which one then?
I can tell you, but I won't say.
What?
I can tell you, but I won't.
You can tell me, but you won't.
Yeah.
All right, that's
It's
a bit odd.
it's
I
like
don't know
the
why.
same as you, not giving a reason for being here.
Yeah, but I'm not making an argument that police stations have been attacked before.
Okay. Search the internet. You might find some information.
I have. I wouldn't be irresponsible and do this if I didn't know that. If this was like a genuine security risk and this genuinely posed a threat, I wouldn't be irresponsible and come and do this.
When Coley questions the claim that he poses a security risk, and calmly asks if police stations are regularly attacked, the sergeant answers with full confidence, yes, quite regularly. But that statement couldn't be further from the truth. Historical records show only a handful of isolated incidents, mostly decades ago or tied to the unrest in Northern Ireland. Nothing that justifies the word regularly. Modern threat data makes it clear. Attacks on police buildings are incredibly rare, with most incidents targeting public venues, transport systems, or crowded areas, not local stations. Then another officer steps in, saying, "I can tell you, but I won't." It's less professionalism, more playground behavior, smug, evasive, and defensive. And that's the heart of the issue. They weren't engaging in dialogue. They were competing to be right, not to be truthful.
Police stations have been attacked before.
Okay. Search the internet. You might find some information.
I have. I wouldn't be irresponsible and do this if I didn't know that. If this was like a genuine security risk and this genuinely posed a threat, I wouldn't be irresponsible and come and do this. Believe me. And if this was behaviour that I knew that terrorists engaged in,
But it is.
I would
They
have.
film
it's-
targets. They
What,
definitely-
overtly
Well, they might
with
do.
this little crappy
How do
little
I know you're
gimbal.
not a terrorist? How do I know that? How do I know that?
You don't know that, but you have to go
Exactly
based
right.
on what you do know. There needs to be an objective
Yeah, so
basis.
What I do know is I've got a man who's not willing to give his details stood in front of me who's filming police stations.
Okay,
So that's what I do know. That's the facts.
okay.
Is it not?
So me filming does not implicate me as any sort of like prospective terrorist
No,
or
but it raises
otherwise.
more suspicion.
Well, you can be suspicious all you want. Like it's not a crime. You suspecting me of doing something is not a crime. You need to have some sort of reasonable suspicion or objective basis to suspect me as a terrorist.
No. Well, at the moment, I think you are filming a police station
Yeah.
with no reason to do that. You are refusing to give your details. I have no idea where that information's going, and I know you have filmed other Hampshire police stations.
This exchange perfectly exposes how the sergeant's reasoning has completely unraveled. When Coley points out if he'd known this was classed as terrorist behavior, he wouldn't have done it, the sergeant shoots back. How do I know? You're not a terrorist. It's an absurd response. Policing isn't about guessing who someone might be. Coley's answer is spot on. Decisions must be grounded in what's actually known. Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, officers need clear, factual grounds, not emotion, not assumption. But the sergeant keeps spiraling, insisting Coley is filming for no reason and refusing to give details, as if that somehow justifies suspicion. Filming in public is lawful. Declining to share personal information is not a crime. What we're seeing isn't counterterrorism. It's fear-driven policing disguised as law. And it lays bare just how fragile his training and judgment really are.
Okay, so how do we proceed?
I don't know, do we have a power of search? Section 44? 43, is it? I think we can do that. I think we can do that.
You sure you want to do that?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I don't think you got grounds for a Section 43 search.
Well, I'm telling you, I think I do, okay? So...
Yeah, well, it's not about thinking. This is objective. It's not an opinion,
Okay,
is it?
okay, look.
The legislation's black and white. It's not I think.
You can have this conversation with the solicitor afterwards and they can come after me at a later date. That's absolutely fine, okay? That's your right.
So you're going to abuse my rights now, yeah?
Okay, no, I'm not. I'm going to use our powers.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, I find your behaviour very suspicious.
Okay.
You are filming not just this police station in Hampshire, but other police stations in Hampshire. You can give me no legal,
Listen to what you're saying,
you can
Hampshire.
give no legal reason why you are doing that, other than because you want to.
Yeah,
You are
that's. I don't
refusing
need
your
a
details,
reason.
So we can't even verify who you are or what you are doing it for. Therefore,
I'm not obliged to
I
give
consider
details.
that to be quite a big terrorist risk. Okay, so you are now detained for this search.
Okay.
This moment captures exactly what happens when authority takes the place of understanding. When Coley calmly points out, "I don't believe you have lawful grounds," the sergeant fires back, "I think I do." That short sentence reveals a major flaw. He's leaning on belief instead of evidence. Section 43 doesn't operate on what an officer feels might be suspicious. It requires clear, objective reasoning that any fair-minded person could recognize. Coley's response, that it's not about what someone thinks, but what can be proven, is absolutely right. The sergeant's attitude shows he doesn't grasp the gravity of what he's doing. Detaining someone under terrorism powers isn't casual. It's one of the most serious steps an officer can take, and it demands precision, not instinct.
Okay, under what is it, Section 43 of the Terrorism Act?
Can I leave this running?
Okay, of course you can, absolutely. So these officers are going to search you now in order to see if there is anything that needs to raise that suspicion even further.
So what items? Who's conducting the search firstly?
These two are going to conduct the search.
But you've just
Yeah, I've
launched
given
with
you
it.
grounds.
So what are these officers going to be searching for?
Anything related to terrorism.
Such as
or
what? That's a bit abstract, isn't it? Any sort of
Well, it
specific
is.
items?
Not at the moment. That's what
Maps?
that's what we are doing it for. To confirm who you are. That may help us.
So you're searching for my ID?
Well, no, and anything relating to terrorism. So if all of a sudden we find ID and
Yeah.
that says actually this bloke's okay, there's nothing to worry about.
I'm not, I am okay. I've told you I'm okay.
Yeah, I know you've told me, but I don't know that. Or it might say he's on a terrorist watch list, and then we've got something to worry about, haven't we? So that's
You're not
what
going to
they're
find my
searching.
info
Okay,
though.
that's fine, but they're going to search you for that purpose.
This
okay?
power doesn't. I don't have to provide my information in this power.
No, I'm not asking you to provide anything. I'm
But you
saying
just
they're
said
gonna search you.
you're hoping to find ID, this and that, like.
Yeah, if they find it, we'll look at it. That's what's going to happen.
Can I get your collar number, please?
Yeah, 3358. Detective Sergeant Jamie Wiseman, Southampton Police Station, Hampshire.
It's abusing civil rights at the moment. Yeah, it's my
Okay,
perfect
that's
right to
fine.
film it from public.
Yeah, of course you have.
Yeah. So then, why are you infringing on that?
I've told you that. Have you not understood what I've said?
You know you can be sued in a civil court.
That's absolutely fine. You can go down that route. I haven't got a problem with that.
You sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
All right.
This moment captures exactly what happens when authority takes the place of understanding. When Coley calmly points out, "I don't believe you have lawful grounds," the sergeant fires back, "I think I do." That short sentence reveals a major flaw. He's leaning on belief instead of evidence. Section 43 doesn't operate on what an officer feels might be suspicious. It requires clear, objective reasoning that any fair-minded person could recognize. Coley's response, that it's not about what someone thinks, but what can be proven, is absolutely right. The sergeant's attitude shows he doesn't grasp the gravity of what he's doing. Detaining someone under terrorism powers isn't casual. It's one of the most serious steps an officer can take, and it demands precision, not instinct.
So the outcome of the search was negative. So why am I still detained? If you've completed the search,
At the moment, we're trying to identify who you are.
I know, but you've just detained me for the purposes of a search, not to find out my identity. So now,
And at this
as I'm further detained, this is becoming more and more unlawful because now you're detaining me to find out my name. Like, that wasn't the object of the search, was it? So like, fine, this is your discretion, but Sergeant, any comment to make? Like, you've done the search, it's come back negative. I know, but you're the one that's launched with the power, so I feel like you're the
The
one.
officer said you was trying to find out your identity.
Yeah, but that wasn't the purpose of the search.
Okay, just-
Section 43 doesn't require me
Do
to
you
give my
want leave then? Is
details.
that what you're saying? Do you want to go?
Yes.
Go on then.
But can I have my stuff back?
Yeah.
His stuff's
Alright.
in the back. He's put it in the front.
All right, well, I'm free to go. I'm free to go, yeah?
Would you like to check us in there before we leave, just so you can ensure that you've got your property?
Am I free to go?
Yeah.
So I'm free to stay? Where did you put it, mate? In here. All right. Can I get a copy of the search slip, please? So I'm free to go, I'm free to stay as well.
We don't know who you are, do we? We can't write your details in there, can we? 'Cause you won't tell us what they are.
Employee, mate, you're doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, I know, mate. You don't need to write my name, just obviously explain the grounds for the search.
Where are you going to go now?
I'm not going anywhere.
You're interested?
No, I'm staying, I'm gonna stay here.
You ever been arrested before?
Don't worry, in due time, you'll find out everything you need to know.
Okay. I'll wait in due time and then I'll know who you are, won't I?
Oh, well, I can't go.
What do you define your own ethnicity?
Show the rest.
Sorry. I'm white and all.
That's our one.
Probably 6.
Go to the one where it's got
Are you new to this, are you?
like B1,
Not for this film, I am,
B1,
yeah.
B2.
There we go.
Are you new to this job, are you?
No, not particularly.
Well, make
But
sure
I am
you
to
don't
this form.
that one.
What one was it? Sorry, just to make sure. A9.
Hey guys, you alright? Is he recording cars as they're coming out of there?
Yeah.
Well, let's take his phone off him and let's seize it. Evidence.
Evidence of what?
Hey, it's
Evidence
a
of
security
what?
breach, buddy, okay? I'm not having you see phone in my car. Me.
The video closes on a disturbing note. As Coley stands quietly, waiting for his search form, an off-duty officer suddenly storms in, shouting security breach, before lunging forward and seizing the camera, cutting the recording abruptly. That single act says it all. A total loss of composure and control. In his follow-up, Coley reveals how the force has since tried to silence him. attempting to shut down any effort to hold them accountable or take the case further. It's a stark reminder of how far some will go to protect the system, rather than fix what's broken.
So now I will talk you through said developments in chronological order as best I can. If you need to pause the video at any point to digest what's going on, then feel free to do so. Naturally, the first step was to file a complaint, which you will now see on the screen. The complaint explained in great detail the events that occurred outside Southampton Police Station and my dismay with the treatment that I had received. Following my complaint, I was quickly emailed by a sergeant prompting me to come to the station to collect my phone. You guys are already aware of that. Following this, the next step was to make a subject access request in order to gain access to the body-worn footage that was compiled on me at the time of the search. I was then contacted by a member of the Public Rights Access team telling me that my request would be processed. Shortly afterwards, I was met with a letter from the Access Rights team restricting my access under provisions of Section 45.4E of the Data Protection Act in order to protect the rights and freedoms of others. This didn't make much sense to me, as the footage was compiled in a public place where privacy is not an expectation. So naturally, I drafted a letter challenging the Access team's refusal to grant me permission to get hold of this footage. And so eventually I got a reply on the 18th of November informing me that my letter had been passed on to the Public Access manager and that I was due a response on the 16th of December. Today is the 20th of December and we are still yet to receive any further correspondence from the Public Access team. It seems as though Hampshire Constabulary are making a concentrated effort to withhold any information from me to cover their tracks. This deceitfulness is not instilling any confidence from myself nor the public in Hampshire Constabulary. If anything, it is exposing their lack of transparency and openness in dealing with a blatant case of misconduct. So I'm simply following the letter of the law and using the tools and information given to me as via legislation.
The follow-up to this case makes it even more infuriating. When Coley tried to go through the proper channels, submitting a subject access request for the officer's body-worn footage, Hampshire Constabulary effectively slammed the door shut. They cited Section 45.4E of the Data Protection Act, a clause designed to protect active investigations or sensitive information, not to conceal public misconduct. The footage in question was filmed in an open space, involving uniformed officers performing official duties. There's no legitimate reason, legal or ethical, to withhold it. It's obvious the force isn't protecting evidence. They're protecting themselves. If this ever reached court, the outcome would be predictable: an unlawful detention under shaky terrorism grounds, driven by emotion rather than law, damages for false imprisonment and breach of rights could easily range from £2,000 to £6,000, possibly more if the court determined that the evidence was intentionally withheld. The legal system does not look kindly on forces that misuse authority and then try to bury the proof. As of now, there are no further updates from Coley. He's currently serving time for an unrelated matter. Still, it's a stark reminder that accountability and justice rarely move at the same pace. That's all for today's episode. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to support independent reporting. And don't forget to check out Coley Burke's channel, linked below. Show him your support. This was Breakdown, and we'll see you in the next one.